Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to Last Perhaps Baseball's live commentary of the Nippon Professional Baseball League. Tonight, we're going to be bringing you Game 6 of the series between the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks and the Yokohama DeNA BayStars. The sixth game of the series was washed out last night, so they moved it ahead to today, as both of these teams are winless at home. The series opened up with the Yokohama DeNA BayStars dropping 2 straight to Fukuoka. And then the BayStars went into Fukuoka for 3 and swept the Hawks on their home soil. They, for 26 innings in a row, have shut out Fukuoka. And this sets up the Game 6 here with the BayStars holding a 3-2 advantage. We're first of all going to give you the lineups, starting from the visitors from Fukuoka. Leading off and playing in center field is number 23, Yukio Shudo. Second to playing shortstop is number 6, Kenta Imamiya. Hitting third and right field is number 9, Yuki Yanagita. In the cleanup spot and playing first base is number 25, Hotaka Yamakawa. Batting fifth in left field is number 3, Kensuke Kondo. In the sixth spot playing third base is number 24, Ryoya Kurihara. Batting seventh at second base is number 8, Taisi Makihara. Batting eighth and doing the catching is number 19, Takuya Kai. And batting ninth and doing the pitching is number 17, Kohei Arihara. And they're going to be facing Shinichi Onuki, who takes to the hill. He is 0-1 as he dropped game 2 of the series. He worked 2 1/3 innings. He'd allowed 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 were earned. He'd walked 2 and struck out 4. He takes to the hill tonight for the BayStars. Now your starting lineup for the home team from Yokohama, leading off in center field wearing number 1 is Masayuki Kuwahara. Batting second in right field is number 58, Koki Kajiwara. Hitting third at second base is number 2, Shugo Makinen. Batting fifth in left field is number 25, Yoshi Satsugo. In the sixth spot and playing third base is number 51, Toshiro Miyazaki. Batting seventh and doing the catching is number 10, Yasutaka Tobashira. Batting eighth at shortstop is number 6, Kaido Mori. And batting ninth and doing the pitching is Shinichi Onuki, and they're going to be facing the right-hander in Kohei Arihara. Arihara got the victory in Game 1 of the series. He has worked 7 innings. He's allowed 4 hits. No runs. Nothing has been earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 4. He's got himself a ERA of 0. Well, those are your starting lineups. We'll be back in just a couple of moments with all the action. Appreciate you guys for jumping in, whether you listen live or on delay. It's the Last Perhaps Baseball YouTube channel. Well, we'll be back right after this with all the action.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred with Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. The BayStars are taking the field. First pitch is just around the corner. It is the top of the hour, and we'll be back in just a couple moments with all the action between the BayStars and the Hawks in Game 6 of the Japan Series. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back after this. A lot of pomp and circumstance before this one, as they're going to have a first pitch ceremony. And after that, it'll be Onichi who is taking to the hill to begin his warm-up tosses. And we'll be back in just a couple moments as the first pitch is just around the corner. Appreciate you guys for jumping in tonight on the Last Rounds Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Onichi is on the hill taking his warm-up tosses, and we're about ready to get this one underway. It is going to be Yukio Shudo, Kenta Imamiya, and Yuki Yanagita to come to bat here in inning number 1 for Fukuoka. It is Shudo who is up into the top spot. Yuki Yanagita dropped down into the 3-hole. Imamiya into the number 2 slot. We've seen a variety of different lineups, but this one here is something that we came to expect through most of the season for Fukuoka, as it'll be Yamakawa and Kondo, and then Kurihara, the top 6 in the batting order to follow. Takuya Kai, who was out of the last game or dropped from the last game, is back in tonight, as he will handle the staff here. So Shudo, who comes to the plate, is 6 for 19 in the series. He's got no homers, no RBIs, but he did pick up his first stolen base in the last game. And so I think the key to success, if Fukuoka is going to pull this one off here tonight, it is going to be the speed of Shudo, the bat control of Imamiya, and then the run producers of Yanagita, Yamakawa, and Kondo that will have to deliver for Fukuoka in this one. For the BayStars to deliver, their depth of their lineup is going to have to take fold as well. And it is the table setters of Kuwahara and Kajiwara to get things going, with Maki, Austin, Satsugo, and Miyazaki to drive home the runs. Well, the warm-up tosses are complete, and we're ready to get this one underway as Shudo has stepped into the box. And it is about 3 minutes past local time as the umpire has signaled to play ball, and we are ready to get ourselves underway. The first pitch of the ball game is a fastball that catches the outside corner, and a quickly 0-1 to Shudo. Shudo, as we said, batting from the left side here, the speed of which that he possesses can be a game changer should he be able to get on base, as the 0-1 is on the way, and it is a fastball that misses up and away, and the count runs even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Shudo. Tonight, the Hawks are wearing their black tops with the white pants, and the piping down the side is their yellow piping, or gold, depending on how you view it. There's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-1. The BayStars are in their traditional all-white uniforms with the blue trim, as the right-hander Onichi ready to deliver again. He holds to the set, and now he kicks and fires. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into left field, moving a little bit to his left, and there to make the catch is Satsugo, and that is going to retire Shudo for the first out of the innings. So 1 up and 1 away. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kenta Imamiya. Well, for Imamiya, he's enjoyed himself a decent series. He is 6 for 20, batting an even .300. He's got no homers and a couple RBIs. as he stands in here ready to face the offering from the right-hander, Oniki. Right-hander works himself to the set position. Here comes the first offering. It is a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. Defensively tonight for the BayStars from left to right field, Satsugo's in left, Kuwahara in center, and Kajiwara in right. As the 0-1 on the way here to Imamiya as a fastball swung on it is lifted into right center field. This ball could be trouble. It's going to get down and it's off the wall. Rounding first and heading to second is Imamiya, and he's going to cruise in with a stand-up 1-out double. And the Hawks have a runner here in scoring position, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Yuki Yanagita. So just to finish off defensively here for the BayStars, or around the horn from first to third, Austin at first, Mackey at second. The shortstop is Mori, and the third baseman Miyazaki. With the battery of Onuki and Tobashihira. Well, that brings Yanagita to the plate. He is 7 for 21 in the series. He's got no homers and no RBIs. Imamiya, the runner at second, one gone here. And Nicky gets this sign from his catcher as he works himself to the belt. And here comes the first offering. It's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Game 2 of the series, Nicky only made himself present for 2 1/3 innings before the hook came. So one would expect the BayStars would wait to see a little bit more from him here tonight. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball that catches the inside corner, and the count now even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Yanagita. Appreciate you guys for hanging out here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Should this go to Game 7, we'll be back on the airwaves again tomorrow night. We'll do it all over again. But tomorrow being most likely the final game of the series. There's a breaking ball swung on. It is lifted into straightaway center field. Moving underneath it is Kuwahara. Tagging at second is Imamiya. Here comes the throw, and it is going to be up and not in time as Imamiya stays right on the base. That is going to be a flyout for Yanagita. He's going to be gone for the second out of the inning. Advancing to third, Imamiya, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Hotaka Yamakawa. Well, for Yamakawa, basically it's a tale of one game for him. It was Game 2 of the series. He had a big night. He had the homer and 3 RBIs, but pretty much he's been kept quiet the rest of the way. He's 3 for 19 in the series. I expect a lot of big things from the big fella, and if he's quiet for the other games, they certainly would want him to show up with a presence tonight. He's really crowding the plate here. He stands deep in the batter's box, and the right-hander works himself to the belt. Here comes the first pitch. As he kicks and delivers, it is a breaking ball waved at and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. Some ways, and I watch Yamakawa at bats through this series, it's almost like he's trying to do too much rather than just stay within himself and do what he does best. Looks like he's trying to hit the long ball every time he steps into the batter's box, and he's way out in front of pitches, long swings. And here's the pitch. And it is a fastball that swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2. Hawks have been held scoreless for 26 consecutive innings. Entering the fray here tonight. They scored a run in the last run they scored was in the first inning of Game 3. And shut out in back-to-back games in Game 4 and 5 in the last 8 innings of Game 3. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nicky kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Yamakawa's in the books. Hawks threaten but don't score, and that is the end of the first inning. There was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We're through a half inning. It is the Hawks, no score, and the BayStars coming to bat. Stick around, everybody. The bottom of the first inning is just around the corner. Appreciate you guys for hanging here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're moving to the bottom of the first inning. It'll be the top of the order to come to bat for the BayStars, which means Kuwahara, Kajiwara, and Maki. I do want to acknowledge the folks that have been in our chat already here tonight. Damian Shin, Marissa Hubbard, and Arizona Mixers Fresh Produce. We're glad you guys could pop in here to join the game with us tonight. And hopefully you guys will be around for the duration here, as the Hawks and the BayStars usually don't get things going till a little bit late, as both teams have a propensity to score their runs the back end of the ball game in this series. Well, Kuwahara strides to the plate. He's 9 for 23 in the series. He's got a homer and 6 runs batted in, as the right-hander Arihara ready to go. Arihara began the series here in game number 1 with a victory against the BayStars. It was his 2-run single that had got things going early in the ball game for the Hawks, and they never looked back. First pitch swung on and fouled away down the right field line, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Kuwahara. Kuwahara has played very well, both defensively and offensively, as he's been able to get himself on base at a regular clip, and it's not bad when you also have Kajiwara batting behind him. The two of them have combined 17 for 45 in the series, as the pitch from Arihara is a fastball that spiked down into the ground, and the count runs even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Certainly the veteran right-hander and Kohei Arihara, somebody that you want on the mound here in a clutch situation or a clutch game such as this. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, there's a fastball that misses down and away, and the count runs to 2-1. Our friend Hamburger Steak says, thanks for much for doing this. As a fan of the BayStars who doesn't speak a lot of Japanese, great way to learn about the club. Appreciate you for jumping in here tonight. And so here comes the 2-1 pitch to Kuwahara. Fastball swung on, grounded over to the left side, backhanded by Imamiya. He fires across the diamond. It's not going to be in time as Kuwahara slides in head first into first. And that is going to be a infield single. Great play by the shortstop Imamiya to have to go 6-hole on the backhand side, but unable to make the throw across the diamond. And that's what you see in the Japanese league sometimes. Some great defensive plays, but not quite the arm strength to get across the diamond, as sliding in safely was Kuwahara. Well, that's going to bring up the right fielder, Koki Kajiwara. And Kajiwara on the season 8, or on the series, 8 for 22. He's got no homers and 3 runs batted in. You have to keep an eye on Kuwahara, as the center fielder has some good wheels. As the right-hander gets the sign from his catcher, Takuya Kai, he works himself to the belt. And the pitch on the way is a fastball that misses down and in. Count is quickly 1-0 to Kajiwara. For those of you just joining us, the way we normally do it is we do update the ticker at the end of each half inning. We will try to keep you updated on all the events throughout the game as best we possibly can. Unfortunately, we can't give you any video, as that would get our channel shut down. So we can give you the live commentary and give you some leads on where you can find a little bit of that video. But that is up for you guys to have to sync it up, because all the games are in Japanese. Here comes the 1-0 pitch as the right-hander Arihara delivers. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line, and the count now goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Defensively tonight for the Hawks, from left to right field, it is Kondo in left. The center fielder is Shudo, and the right fielder Yanagita. Around the horn from first to third, Yamakawa at first, the second baseman Makihara. Shortstop is Imami, on the third baseman Kurihara, with the battery of Arihara and Kai. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fastball that misses down and away, and the count now goes to 2-1 on Kajiwara. Other thing, too, that we want to share with you folks here tonight is that we are looking at doing some of that Premier 12 tournament. The Japanese are sending an absolutely loaded team, and we'll probably look to see what the Koreans are adding as well. That gets going in another week's time, so some late night baseball will continue in the month of November as there's a breaking ball swung on and chopped foul over on the first base side, and the count goes to 2-2. So curious to see how that will be. It's played in 3 different venues. It's in Mexico, Japan, and I believe Taiwan is where that tournament will take place. And I believe the finals, if I can recall correctly, will be in Japan. So 2 balls and 2 strikes as Kajiwara waits here on the offering from the right-hander Arihara. And now he kicks and delivers. It's a fastball swung on, taps slowly back to the pitcher. Arihara looks at second. He throws to first. It's in the dirt, and it's dropped by Yamakawa. Oh boy, that is not a good sign to start here for the Hawks, as that is going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. It was basically like a swinging bunt. The ball ended up into the dirt. Arihara had plenty of time, and it was the hesitation when he looked to second base that seemed to throw him out of some rhythm. And then when he threw to first base, the ball was in the dirt. I don't know how the BayStars scorer is going to rule that, but we definitely would put that down in our books as an E1. Kajiwara safe at first, Kuwahara at second. It brings up Shugo Maki to the plate. Well, for Maki, he had a 3-run bomb in the last game, in the 5th game of the series, but he's been pretty quiet. 4 for 22, a homer, and 5 RBIs, but he is getting hot at the right time. As the right-hander Arihara kicks and delivers, there's a fastball that catches the outside corner and is taken for a called strike for 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Shugo Maki. BayStars fans smelling blood right away. They are in great form tonight. It's been a few years since the BayStars have lifted a championship, as the pitch on the way is a fastball that misses up. They appealed to the first base umpire, and they said that Maki went around. Now the count goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, so that was an error charge to the pitcher. Rickety Cricket asked the question. He says, where is this on in Japan? There is a split finger pitch, waved at and missed. That is going to retire Maki. He's gone for the first out of the inning. Big strikeout there from Arihara to put away Shugo Maki on 3 pitches. That's going to bring up the American first baseman Tyler Austin. Well, the first games of the series were on TBS, then Fuji TV carried one. So I'm not exactly sure who has the feed on this one here tonight, if it's NHK or one of those ones. But if you go click Google and go to Wikipedia and look for broadcasters, it'll give you that. But I'm pretty sure it is TB6 again tonight, which is the Tokyo Broadcasting System. So here comes the first pitch from Tyler Austin. It's a breaking ball that misses up and in, and the count is quickly 1-0. Austin enjoying a nice series when he hasn't been hurt. He is 6 for 13 with a homer and a couple RBIs. Austin in game 1 of the series fouled a pitch right into his foot. And he had missed a little bit of action, but he was able to DH in Fukuoka, but you could tell he was moving gingerly. That extra day off has helped him, as that breaking ball catches the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. But Rickety Cricket says, well, much appreciated, but you might as well stick around and listen to the English call here. Find the game and sync it up where you can. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Austin as the right-hander kicks and fires. It is a split finger pitch, waved at and missed, and now the count goes to 1-2 on Austin. I have to tell you, I really enjoy watching Tyler Austin swing the bat here in this series. When he was with the New York Yankees, it looked like he was going to be a regular in their lineup, and of course he bounced around a little bit. He spent time with the Giants, the Twins organizations, and has found a home in Yokohama. As the 1-2 pitch is set to come here, and it is a fastball swung on, grounded to third. Kurihara over to second for 1, back to first, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play. So Arihara gets himself out of a jam here, as he is able to retire the last couple of batters that he faces. So a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. And that is going to do it here as Arihara survives his own error. No runs, one hit, one error, and one runner left aboard. We're now through one complete. Your score is Fukuoka nothing, Yokohama nothing. Stick around, everybody. Inning number 2 is just around the corner after this. Appreciate you guys for listening in tonight with us on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We got ourselves a 0-0 ball game as we skip to the second inning. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be Kensuke Kondo, Ryoya Kurihara, and Taisi Makihara to come to bat here in inning number 2 for Fukuoka. Kondo had missed some time as well in this series. Late in the season, he had twisted his ankle in one of the games in the Pacific League toward the end of the year. He missed a little bit of time through the playoffs, but he is back in the lineup. It's his first action in the field here in this series, as he takes a first pitch breaking ball upstairs for ball 1. The count is 1-0. Our friend Bear Lair Productions says he lives in Oita-kan, as there's a fastball taken for a called strike. Count is 1-1. He says Oita broadcasting channels, so it might depend on where you're at in Japan. But we appreciate you for hanging in here with us tonight and listening in. 1 ball and 1 strike on the way. There's a fastball that is swung on and missed, and now the count goes to 1-2 on Kondo. Kondo is 3 for 10 in the series, no homers and 1 RBI. He has been a major piece of the puzzle for the Hawks. When you think of the Hawks, really the last couple of years, they've lost some of their aged stars from the 2010s and added Yamakawa and Kondo. Not a bad punch in the middle of the order as that fastball misses down. The count goes now to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game 6 of the Pond Series as we feature the Hawks and the BayStars. The unlikely BayStars, when I was in Japan, as I said in August and some of our other streams, they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in. There's a fastball swung on. It's lined into center field, and Kondo's aboard with a leadoff single here to begin inning number 2. That's going to bring up Ryoya Kurihara to the plate. Started to say that when I was in Japan, it was the Hiroshima Carp were number 1 in the Central League, followed by the Giants and the Tigers. BayStars were in 4th place and sort of floundering around a bit. But a all-time epic collapse by the Carp. Some good play by the BayStars through the month of September. And they've rode that wave right in through the playoffs as we get into the month of November. And they haven't looked back. So they are kind of like the Arizona Diamondbacks of the Japan League of 2024, just the way that the D-backs played some scintillating baseball in 2023 to get to the World Series. As the pitcher, Onoki, throws over to first base, and diving back is Kondo. Kurihara, who is 5 for 17 in the series, no homers and 1 RBI, has played some steady defense as exhibited by that start of the double play in the last half inning. As the pitch on the way is a fastball that swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. Giving chase is Satsugo, but he's going to watch it slice into the seats. have to tell you, Kurihara really sent that a long way, but just not long enough. So no balls and 1 strike to the Hawks' third baseman. Batting from the left side here against the right-handed slants of Anuki. And now the right-hander gets his side ready to go again. He checks the runner conduit first. And here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line, and the count now goes to 0-2. Curious to see how this game may play out tonight. From this respect, are we going to see ourselves some good quality defense of maybe a couple of errors here and there? Of course, right on cue. We've had a pretty good run so far. We just had a little bit of a pause in our feed, but Kurihara swings and goes down on strikes as he's going to be gone for the first out of the inning. So one away with the runner at first. That brings up the second baseman, Taisi Makihara. We've had a good run of the streams. We had some problems with the second game of the series. We had some issues with our own feeds. Third game of the series, I didn't get anything until it popped up probably about 3 innings in, I should say. And then everything else after that, it's been pretty steady for us. So we're knocking on wood, and hopefully that will continue on here tonight as well. So Makihara, who steps to the plate 4 for 12 in the series, swings at a first pitch fastball, grounds it to Maki at second. They go to second for 1, back to first. And that's an inning-ending double play. So both sides trade double plays here in the inning, and their half innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We are now through 1.5. Your score is the Hawks 0 and the BayStars 0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the bottom of inning number 2 in just a couple moments. Appreciate you guys for jumping in on the Last Rouse Baseball YouTube channel. Always a pleasure to have you listening here with us tonight. We'll be right back after this from our friend Matt.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just 1 roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're a little slow getting back into the saddle. Had to go refresh our beverage tonight as we are feeling a little bit on the horse side, but we are going to be resuming the action here as we cruise to the bottom of the second inning. It is going to be Yoshi Satsugo, Toshiro Miyazaki, and Yasutaka Tobashira to come to bat to face the right-hander Kohei Arihara here in inning number 2. Only 16 pitches in the first inning for the right-hander. As Arihara kicks and delivers, it is a fastball that misses outside, and the count goes to 1-0 to Satsugo. Satsugo 4 for 18 in the playoffs. No homers, a couple RBIs. He had a pair of hits in the last ball game. Batting from the left side here with that open stance against Arihara, who delivers a changeup that is dropping in for a called strike. That pitch had a lot of movement to it. 1 ball and 1 strike to Satsugo. unlike Fukuoka, where we could see some empty seats, can't see any here in the stadium tonight. There's a fastball that misses inside. Count now goes to 2-1. The BayStars fans have packed it in. The only thing that's moving around in the stands are the beer girls as they are making their rounds. 2 balls and 1 strike. As the pitch on the way is a changeup swung on. This ball is lifted into deep center field. This ball is going to be trouble, and this ball is going to be gone. A home run to straightaway center field off the bat of Yoshi Satsugo, and the BayStars have opened up the scoring here 1-0 early in the ball game in the second inning as Satsugo continues his tear around the bases. And that will be a 1-0 lead here for the BayStars. I'm going to have to take a look at that pitch again. That pitch looked like it was a changeup delivered by the right-hander Arihara. And it looked like there was a lot of movement on the arm side, down and away. That didn't deter Satsugo, who muscled it to straightaway center field for the first run of the ball game as the fans in Yokohama have gone crazy. And that brings up the third baseman, Toshiro Miyazaki. And the first pitch to Miyazaki is a fastball that misses down and away, and the count is quickly 1-0. Miyazaki has 1 homer in the series. He's 3 for 19. Batting from the right side as the right-hander kicks and delivers. It's a fastball that misses down and away. And the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Arihara working from that stretch despite nobody being on. And the 2-0 on the way is a fastball that is taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 2-1. To tell you, Arihara, I really like his command and control of his pitches for the most part. But he does have a lot of extra movement on his ball here tonight. There's a fastball that misses down and away, and the count goes to 3-1. So the Hawks are going to have to find a way to produce some points as they have now been shut out for 28 consecutive innings. Right-hander Arihara works himself to the belt. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. As he kicks and fires, it's a fastball taken for a called strike, and now the count runs full to Miyazaki. So 3 balls and 2 strikes it is. Earlier in the chat, Damien asked who people were cheering for. Arihara fields it. He throws to first. Miyazaki's out by a few steps. It's a ground out 5-3. He's in the books for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the catcher, Yasutaka Tobashira. And for the North American audience, the clocks have turned back tonight, so it is actually now 1:34 Pacific or 4:34 Eastern, as the daylight savings time has come to an end. So in the event that there is a Game 7 tomorrow, if the Hawks end up catching up and we do play Game 7, it'll be at 1 o'clock on the Pacific time zone. As there's a fastball that swung on and fouled off right into Tobashira, and he is down in a heap. I tell you, that's one thing that you don't always see in North America, is when the players foul the ball off, they go down like soccer players sometimes in Japan. You should give the umpires the opportunity to book them. As he is writhing in pain. We're going to look at the replay on this one to see where it got him. And this is the other part that you don't see in North America, is he looks like he caught him in the knee. They usually take the players down the tunnel for evaluation. They don't do it right on the field. We'll get a look here. He had fouled the pitch off. Oh, it was a direct blow right onto the top of the quad, or the quad just above the knee, the left knee. And if anybody's ever fouled a pitch off themselves, they'll know it hurts. And our friend Hamburger Steak says, in fairness, that could hurt a lot. Absolutely. You foul a 90-mile-an-hour pitch off your thigh or your shin, and that could leave you wincing in some pain. I'll tell the story. A number of years ago, I fouled a pitch off of my lead leg, and I never knew what a bone contusion was, but a bone contusion is where it's like a bone growing out of your bone on your leg, and it hurts. But we do have a little pause in the action here for the return of this ball game. He is too valuable for the BayStars. That is at least what I believe. But the 1 run on the board here for Yoshi Satsuga. We'll get caught up a little bit with our ticker. Normally we do our tickers at the end of the half inning, but as we have to wait here, we can update that for now. 1-0 BayStar lead. Have been some movement, and there's been some news across the NPB as we were getting caught up on some of that information as well. And one of the things that we noticed, it was the pitcher Espinoza for the Oryx Buffaloes has re-upped. He is coming back for another season. In fact, I believe he's coming back for a couple of seasons in the NPB. Looks like a 2-year deal with the Oryx Buffaloes. So interested to see how that is going to play out. As it looks like the catcher is returning here as Tobashira has now come back out. Going to resume the action. I'll get you caught up on some of the news and notes from around the NPB. Also some news around Major League Baseball with some of the players opting out of their contracts. So the free agent frenzy is about to hit full speed ahead in North America and abroad in the next couple of days. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses inside. The count is 1-1 to Tobashira. One run on the board here in the second, 1 out. And the pitch to the left-handed hitting catcher is swung on. It is sliced down the left field line. It's going to be trouble, and it's going to bounce in. Fielding it is Kondo. He comes up firing to second. And wisely, the catcher Tobashira is going to hold with a single, as that is going to be the second hit of the inning here for the BayStars. That ball had eyes. It was able to land just inside the foul line as Tobashira had come around the box. He had made the turn, but a good play there by Kondo to read it off the wall and fire it into second base. Keeps Tobashira to a single. That is going to bring up the shortstop Kaido Mori. Well, Mori has enjoyed himself a nice playoff run. He is 5 for 18 at the plate. He's got no homers and 1 RBI in the series. As the right-hander Arihara works himself to the belt. And here comes the pitch. It is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is looped into right field. This ball is trouble. It's going to get down all the way to the wall. That's going to get the catcher all the way over to third, and it's going to be a double here for Mori. So runners now at second and third. And that's going to bring up the pitcher Shinichi Onuki to the plate. So the BayStars are flexing their muscle here in inning number 2, as they've got runners at second and third with 1 gone. And Onuki coming to the plate here. As Mori nods to the crowd in all directions. And Kohei Arihara not showing the form that he had in game 1 just quite yet. So the pitcher strides to the plate. He was 2 for 24 on the season, as we said, 0 for 0 in the first game. As he steps in here, batting from the right side against Arihara. The BayStar faithful are cheering their home side on. Good spirits, a lot of momentum here early on for the team in white. Here's the pitch. The first pitch is a fastball that's waved at and missed. The count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Outfield is shallow here as they will try to throw a runner out at the plate if they have to. Yuki Anagita looks like he's playing a rover position behind the first and second baseman. As the 0-1 pitch here ready to come from Arihara. As he works himself set. And now he kicks and delivers. It's a breaking ball swung on and tapped foul behind home plate. And the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes it is. Top of the order in Masayuki Kuwahara. He's waiting his turn on deck as Inuki digs himself in. The question is are we going to have a Game 7 in the series? Well, the BayStars here are doing everything that they can in their power to discourage that with the early 1-0 lead and threatening here in the second. And there is a split finger pitch swung on and missed. Nuki's in the books. He's gone for the second out of the inning. That's the second strikeout recorded tonight for Arihara. That is going to bring up the top of the order in Masayuki Kuwahara. I have to tell you, this is why I liked National League Baseball in the United States. It's why I like the Central League style of play in Japan, and that is with the pitchers hitting. You're going to have to make some decisions on where you do your swaps and when you do them. And certainly in this situation with runners at second and third, by having the pitcher hit, it really takes a batter out of your order, or at least a professional batter out of your order. And so when the chess match starts to come in the later innings, that's where the fun and the strategy of baseball really takes over. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and it's check swing fouled off the bat of Kuwahara. I don't think he wanted to swing at that one. He certainly couldn't hold up. So no balls and 1 strike it is. Kuwahara tonight singled to begin the ball game. He was stranded at second base in inning number 1. They've got another runner 90 feet from first base in the lengths of the catcher Tobashira. So no balls and 1 strike to Kuwahara. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded through the 6-hole into left field. That's going to get 1 run in. Here comes the throw from Kondo to the plate, and it is going to be in time, but it's offline. And coming in to score the 3rd run is Mori, and a 2-run single here by Kuwahara has got the BayStars out to a 3-0 lead here in inning number 2. And that is quite the start for Yokohama here tonight. And that is going to bring up the right fielder, Koki Kajiwara. So for the Fukuoka fans here that are listening in tonight, as the pitching coach has made his way out to the mound, this is not the start that the Hawk fans were looking for here in Yokohama. You think about it, after the first 2 games of the series, the Hawks looked like they had this one right where they wanted it. They go back home up 2-0, and then they couldn't score any runs, and it's carried on here tonight. And the BayStars playing with a lot of momentum here right now, as they're really enjoying this one here. It is going to be Kajiwara stepping into the plate. He reached on an error by the pitcher his first time, as Arihara steps off and fires over to first base. Getting back easily is Kuwahara. So a 3-run lead for Oneki to work with. And who would have thought that Arihara would give up 3 here in the first inning plus? Pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on and tap foul. And the count now is 0-1 to Kajiwara. Our friend Marissa says, not looking good so far for the Hawks. Not looking good so far for a Game 7. And not looking good so far for the bullpen of the Hawks, which has been a little bit dicey as well if they get pressed into early service. Breaking ball swung on, grounded softly to second. Makihara fields it. He throws to first. Kajiwara's in the books, but not till damage has been done. It was a 3-run uprising here in the second inning. They got 3 runs on the benefit of 4 hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We're now moving to the top of the 3rd inning. Your score is Yokohama DeNA BayStars 3 and the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We got ourselves a 3-0 lead as we head to the top of the third. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few after this musical time. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to come to bat here for the Hawks, as it is slated to be Takuya Kai, Kohei Arihara on the top of the order in Yukio Shudo. We'll have to stay tuned if Arihara is going to come to bat. The first pitch is a breaking ball swung on and tap foul. Count is 0-1 to Kai. Kai was left out of the roster, left out of the lineup in Game 5. He is 0 for 10 in the series, no homers and an RBI. He is not known for his batting skill, but more than his defensive prowess. He is coming off a pretty good season, though, by his standards. But Takuya Kai looking to try to get things going here for the Hawks as he swings through a split finger pitch, and the count now goes to 0-2. It is supposed to be Kohei Arihara on deck. We'll wait to see if he will come to bat or if it is going to be his night will be over quickly. Curious to see what they decide in the camp of the Hawks. There was a split finger pitch missing down. Count goes to 1-2. I would expect that more than likely, if we do go to a Game 7 tomorrow night, it would be leave on Moinello on the hill. I'll take a look to see if they've announced the starters yet. They usually do that or sometimes shortly after the game. As that fastball misses down and away, and the count now goes to 2-2 on Takuya Kai. Pounces on. He's able to do a lot of things. Really enjoy watching Kai play. So here comes the 2-2 pitch as the right-hander ready to deliver. He kicks and he fires. It is a split finger pitch swung on. It is golfed into right center field. Racing over is the center fielder Kuwahara, and he's going to make the catch. He had to come a long way to come and get it, but flashing the wheels as he makes the grab to retire Kai. He's gone for the first out of the inning. And we'll see what the tricks that the Hawks have up their sleeve. It is supposed to be Kohei Arihara coming to the plate. We'll see if he is going to stay in this one here tonight. No change here as the right-hander Onuki delivers a first pitch fastball. Take it for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Arihara is 1 for 3 in the series. He had a couple RBIs. It was kind of entertaining. They had walked Takuya Kai to face him as the pitch is a breaking ball waved at and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2. They had walked Takuya Kai to face Arihara in Game 1, and Arihara delivered with a base hit single to right field. This played a couple of runs. So here comes the 0-2 pitch as the right-hander kicks and fires. Fastball swung on, and it is popped up over on the third base side of home plate in foul territory. With lots of room, it is the catcher, and it is going to be Toba Shihira who makes the catch to put that one away. Arihara gone for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Yukio Shudo. Well, for Shudo, he strides to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in this one. He flew out to left field his first time up. Friend Marissa says the 2002 World Series would have been fun. That's when, as an Angels fan, she liked the days of Santana, Lackey, Weaver, etc. And pretty sure Garrett Anderson was probably still on that team as well. First pitch missed upstairs to Shudo, and the count is 1-0. Here's the 1-0 offering. Fastball taken at the knees for called strike. The count goes to 1-1. One ball and one strike. Ball got away from Anuki on the throwback. He had to run over and chase it down. So one ball and one strike as the right-hander works himself to the set position. Here comes the pitch. As it's on its way, it's a fastball that misses up, and the count now goes to 2-1. As the right-hander works himself again to the belt, here comes the 2-1 pitch as he kicks and delivers. Breaking ball misses down and away, and the count now goes to 3-1 on Shudo. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Waiting on deck is the shortstop Kenta Imamiya. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it is a fastball taken for a call and strike. Oh, Shudo looked like he wanted to make his way to first base, but the hand of the umpire went up, reeled him back in. Full count it is here to the center fielder of the Hawks. The lanky center fielder waiting here on the offering as the 3-2 is on the way. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line, and the count remains at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Game 6 of the Japan Series, 3-0 lead here for the BayStars, top of the third. As the right-hander works himself to the belt, here comes the pitch to Shudo. As he kicks and delivers, it's a fastball, waved at and missed. Shudo's in the books. He's gone for the third out of the inning. That's the third strikeout tonight recorded by Onuki, and that is going to do it here for Fukuoka in their half of the third. It is now 29 consecutive innings that they have gone without a run. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're moving to the bottom of the third. 3-0 for the BayStars. We'll be back in a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Be right back after these. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the third inning. We're having some problems at our end here with our browser and some of our stuff, and it just seems like we're getting off to a slow start with some of our transitions in between innings. Stay with us. We appreciate you guys for being here. We'll be back after this. It'll be Maki, Austin, and Satsugo to come to bat when we return. Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to come to bat here for the BayStars. I'm starting with Shugo Maki. Maki had a tough at bat his first time up. He struck out versus Arihara on 3 pitches as he stands in here. 4 for 23 in the series as the right-hander Arihara delivers a fastball. It's swung on and it's grounded right back through the box into center field. And Maki's got himself a leadoff single here to begin the third inning. That is going to bring up the first baseman, Tyler Austin. Well, Tyler Austin steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded into a double play to end the first inning. He is still not 100%, but the treatment and the extra day off certainly has done him some wonders. Makes you wonder if this wasn't the playoffs that they would have put him. I don't know. They say they really have an injured list, but as much as they take them off the active roster and designate them to the farm team, so to speak. So it'll be Austin and then Yoshi Satsugo here to follow. As the first pitch on the way is a fastball swung on and fouled straight back by Austin. He was right on that pitch, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and one strike. Remember correctly, I think Marissa is listening to us down in Australia. If I say that right, or Australia. We have some folks that are regulars that pop in and out of the stream, and we welcome those of you who are listening, whether you are at home, at work, or at play, as that split finger pitch misses down and the count is 1-1. As we mentioned, we also do anticipate through the night that as North America wakes up, that we will probably be enjoying a greater audience as the night goes on, especially here on a Sunday morning. 1-1 it is as Arihara gets the sign from his catcher, Takuya Kai. And here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted foul down the right field line, but that's going to slice into the seats. Count now goes to 1-2 on Austin. Ironically, where Austin had fouled that pitch off, that was sort of the area where I was sitting last year when I saw Yokohama play. Not a bad location. 1-2 it is to him. BayStars and the Hawks. Bottom of the third inning, Yokohama with a early 3-0 lead, looking to win tonight to secure a Japan Series championship for the BayStars. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Split finger pitch swung on and missed, and Austin is in the books. He's gone for the first out of the inning. So one gone here, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Yoshi Satsugo. That split finger pitch, when it's really working for Arihara, but for most pitchers, boy, that is a real nasty pitch to try to lay off. If it's left up in the zone, it can get hammered. But that split finger pitch, if it could bury it in the dirt and get the hitters to go chasing, it can be a deadly weapon. So this brings Satsugo to the plate. He's 1-for-1 tonight. He had a home run in the second inning to get things going. He takes a breaking ball outside for ball one. The count is 1-0. Satsugo now 5-for-19 in the Japan Series as he bats from the left side here against the right-handed throwing Arihara. As Arihara works himself to the belt, here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 1-1. I have to go back and take a look. I don't know if this is the regular mask that Takuya Kai wears. I always thought Kai wore a two-piece. He's wearing the hockey goalie mask style tonight. Looks a little different in my eyes. There's a fastball swung on it, is lifted into left field. Moving over underneath it is Kai. He's there to make the catch, and that is going to retire Satsugo for the second out of the inning. Just something about Takuya Kai tonight looks a little bit different. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know if it's, as I say, the mask or if it's whatever that he's wearing here tonight. It just looks a little bit different. So Miyazaki striding to the plate. He is 0-for-1 tonight. He is grounded to third his first time up. Runner at first is Maki, 2 gone here in the third. 3-0 for the BayStars. As the right-hander Arihara kicks and delivers, it's a breaking ball that comes in and hits Miyazaki. That's going to be a hit by pitch. Didn't hit him in the head, mind you. Of course, if that would have happened, it would have been an automatic ejection. But he is going to make his way to first base. If you're going to get hit by a pitch, the trainer's out. I can tell the trainer to go pound some salt. Get out of my way. That pitch is the one you want to get hit by. Breaking ball came inside. Actually, check that. It was a split finger pitch that came inside. Got him on the elbow guard as well. So Arihara tips his hat to him as he makes his way to first. That's going to bring Yasutaka Tobashira to the plate. Well, Tobashira in the last inning, he singled and came around and scored a run on the double or the 2-run single by Kuwahara. But how he reached was a base hit that sort of sliced down the left field line. It was a good play by Kondo to hold him to just a single. 2nd and 2 gone. As the right-hander Arihara gets the sign from his catcher Kai. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, pop foul. It's going to reach the seats right behind home plate. Count is 0-1. That's probably the biggest concern I'd have about Arihara tonight is the BayStars hitters are right on him. They've been fouling pitches straight back, and that tells you right there that they are on time with the pitch. They just getting a little underneath it, losing control of the barrel a bit. But he is not a mystery to the BayStar hitters so far in this one. Fastball backs Tobashira off the plate. The count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Unlike some of the other games in this series, this game has a little bit better tempo and pace to it. We're about an hour into the books, and we're almost through 3. Some of the other Japan Series games have been snoozers, but there has been a lot of traffic on the base paths so far in this one. As that fastball misses down and in, count now runs to 2-1 on Tobashira. But this is a big inning here, I would think, for the BayStars. If they can put a stop to this here, they got to start finding a way to put some runs on the board, but they certainly can't give up any more runs to the BayStars when their offense has been as inept as it has been over the last 3 games or so. So here comes the 2-1 pitch as the right-hander works himself to the belt. Pitch on the way. Another fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 3-1. And as I said before, I wonder what kind of leash that Arihara has here tonight. You'd have to think that they've got to be looking to go to the bullpen or at least make a change quick tonight because there is no tomorrow for the Hawks. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Tobashira. Arihara kicks and delivers. It is a fastball that misses down and in. That's going to be ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk has now loaded the bases with 2 out. And this is going to bring the pitching coach on a full out trot to the mound. It is going to bring the shortstop Kaito Mori to the plate. And finally, the BayStars have a couple of players up in the bullpen getting themselves stretched out here for this one. But nobody really yet throwing. I'm not sure what the determination for that will be. But Kohei has some self-inflicted pain here as he has loaded the bases. The leadoff single by Maki, and after a strikeout to Austin and a flyout by Satsugo, he's hit Miyazaki and he has walked Tobashira to get to Kaito Mori in the lineup. And Mori tonight is 1 for 1. He had a double his first time up. He later came around and scored on the 2-run single by Kuwahara. He bats from the left side here against the right-handed throwing Arihara, and he squares the bunt with the bases loaded and 2 out. And he takes that fastball down, and the count is 1-0. That would have been interesting. Trying to drag for a base hit here with 2 gone, and the base is juiced. I mean, we've seen some crazy things. That would have been pretty crazy. The infield is playing deep here, as they can get a play at any base to end the inning. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Arihara delivers another fastball that misses down, and the count is now 2-0. Well, there's nowhere to put Mori. Eventually going to have to pitch to him sometime. So 2 balls and no strikes here to the shortstop of the BayStars. The BayStar fans can almost taste victory here as it is a 3-0 early lead. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's ball 3. 3-0 to Mori. Oh boy. going to have to give him a cookie here sometime. Maybe even let him swing the bat. I wonder if they'll give him the green light 3-0. So again, Arihara works himself to the set position. As he nods in agreement with Kai, here comes the pitch. And it's on its way. It's a fastball that's center cut for a called strike, and the count now goes to 3-1. I think I might even give Mori the take sign again here if I was in the third base coach's box. Make Arihara throw you something that you can hit. And then you got the bases loaded. You'll have the runners going on a 3-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball, take it for a called strike. Oh, Mori started to make his way to first base, but up went the right hand of the home plate umpire. That is a veteran call there for the pitcher, Arihara. A little interesting that he would get that on the away team soil, but that's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And conveniently, the broadcast doesn't show the replay of that one. So 3-2 it is here. The runners are going to be on the move. As Arihara kicks and delivers, it's a fastball, and it misses upstairs where that was. That was better than the one before. One before, I could have seen it being ball 4, but that's going to be ball 4 to Mori. As he's got himself a walk, that's going to bring home Mackey with the 4th run of the ball game. And the Hawks are on the ropes right now. Bases are still loaded, and it's going to bring the pitcher Onuki to the plate. So an RBI walk here by Mori. We'll look at that last pitch. Well, upon replay, it still looked like it was a pretty good pitch. Our friend Hamburger Steak says, interesting call from the home plate umpire. Well, in fairness, I think the pitch before there was a strike was probably a ball, and that one there probably should have been the strike. So we're playing a little bit of makeup stuff. Here's the first pitch to the pitcher, and it's a fastball taken for a called strike. Onuki today is 0 for 1. He struck out his last time up. Batting here with an attempt to try to blow the game open. Bases loaded, 1 run in, all on the benefit of only 1 hit. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. If you're just joining us, the BayStars have just tagged another run on. It is a 4-0 lead here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Fukuoka still looking for their offense. It is now 29 innings that they have not scored a run. There is a split finger pitch swung on, and it's grounded past the third base coach's box, and the count remains at 0-2. Another thing you're going to have to start looking at is the pitch count of Arihara. That is 60 pitches now here in the 3rd inning. So no balls and 2 strikes. To the pitcher, Onuki, who's batting here against Arihara. There's a fastball taken for a called 3rd strike. He stood there like the house by the side of the road. He watched it go by for out number 3, but the BayStars tack on another run. 1 run in the inning on the benefit of 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left aboard. A third of the ball game is now in the books. It is the BayStars 4, Hawks no score. Stick around, everybody. The middle 3 frames are just around the corner. We'll be right back after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us on the Last Drops Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is Kenta Mamiya at the plate. He's already taken a called strike, and then he hits a fastball into the 6 hole that gets through into left field. And the shortstop for the Hawks has got the 4th inning going with a seeing eye single in the left, and it is going to bring up the right fielder, Yuki Yanagita. We got back a little bit from our break there, a little bit late, as that ball had been grounded through the 6 hole. Mamiya now 2 for 2 tonight with that knock. And bringing Yanagita to the plate. Yanagita is 0 for 1 in this one. He's 7 for 22 in the series. As the left-handed hitting right fielder of the Hawks digs in. They could use some instant offense right here, could Fukuoka. Down 4-0 in the 4th inning to the BayStars. And the pitch is a breaking ball swung on and fouled away. And the count is quickly 0-1 to Yanagita. If I remember correctly, I may have seen a stat that said the team that scores first in this series has gone on to win every game. I have to verify that, but that is something I'm pretty sure that I was looking at the other day. So the Hawks here find themselves in a deficit. They got a couple of trends to break. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs. The count's 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Nikita has enjoyed himself, as we said, a decent series with the 7 hits. But he really hasn't had a whole lot to show for it. No runs batted in, no stolen bases. Breaking ball misses upstairs, and the count now goes to 2-1 on Yanagita. They did appeal to the third base umpire, but they said he didn't go. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the veteran left-handed hitting right fielder of the Hawks. Right-hander Onuki waits himself at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into straightaway center field. This ball could be trouble. This ball looking up at the wall, and it is gone. A home run for Yuki Yanagita. And just like that, the Hawks have cut the lead in half to 4-2. That is exactly what Fukuoka needed here, as they were about ready to watch this game slip away from them. And Yuki Yanagita steps up with his first home run of the Japan Series to give the Hawks a deficit that they have now cut in half. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Hotaka Yamakawa. So don't go away yet, anybody. You were thinking the BayStars were off and running away with it. The Hawks have changed our minds. The ball was to straightaway center field, right off the batter's eye. And that brings Yamakawa to the plate. And the first pitch to the big fella is a fastball swung on and fouled away. Count is quickly 0-1. Yamakawa struck out his first time up. But he is looking to keep the party going here for the Hawks in inning number 4. And that might be exactly what Fukuoka needs, because the streak of 29 consecutive innings without a run has been broken. Fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the third base side. The count now goes to 0-2. Yamakawa is 3 for 20 in the Japan Series, batting 150, but most of his production all came in Game 2. Right-hander works himself to the set. Here comes the pitch. As he kicks and delivers, it's a fastball that misses down. Count now goes to 1-2 on Yamakawa. Kensuke Kondo to follow here in inning number 4. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the right-hander ready to deliver again, here comes the pitch. Now he kicks and delivers. It is a breaking ball swung on, his chopped softly over to third. Miyazaki fields it on the run. He throws to first. And Yamakawa down on a ground out, 5-3 for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone here, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Kensuke Kondo. And our friend Titus is checking in from the land of the rising sun. Appreciate you for popping in here tonight. It looks like we got ourselves a ball game now, as it is a 4-2 affair. Top of the fourth inning. Hawks trailing by 2 as Kondo comes to the plate. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that drops in for a call strike. Count is quickly 0-1. Only 36 pitches for the starter Inuki through his first 3 innings of work. As the pitch on the way is a breaking ball swung on and fouled away, and the count now goes to 0-2. Our friend Titus says that Ken says he went to the hospital and just got home, had food poisoning from sushi. I'll give you a tip there, Ken, on how to avoid food poisoning from sushi. Just don't eat it. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the first base side. The count now goes or remains at 1-2 to Kondo. I could eat ramen all day long. I can have all kinds of different food, but sushi is something that is not up my alley at any point in time. Our friend Miko de Peralta says, how the Hawks looking? Well, they're looking lucky as they've got back into the count goes to 1-2 on Kondo. They've scored their first 2 runs in 29, just over 29 innings. And that 2-run homer here by Yanagita in the 4th. Life support entering the inning. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is here to Kondo. And as we said, we've been pretty good here tonight in terms of the feed, but we lose it from time to time. As that breaking ball missed upstairs, the count's 2-2 to Kondo. But we do have a general reliable one here. The 2-2 on the way. It's a breaking ball missing down and away. Count now goes to 3-2 on Kondo. Our friend Titus says he eats it once a year or so. That's because you haven't built up an iron stomach toward it. And here comes the pitch. It is a fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the first base side. The count remains at 3-2. Ken also says his stomach feels like it's been punched. The doctor said it had tapeworms. Oof. Just the sound of that makes me want my stomach to cringe as well. Maybe I want to go to the hospital as well after hearing that. But we're sorry to hear that, Ken, but we're glad you're here for the stream. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kondo as he's batting here against the right-handed throwing Oniki, who is kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. It's lined into left field, and that is going to be a base hit as Kondo has got himself a single. That's his 2nd hit of the night. And that is going to bring up the 3rd baseman, Ryoya Kurihara. Ken says he's going to be listening. Well, that's great. We're really appreciative that you do pop in and support it. There's not much baseball left for the next couple of days. But as we mentioned earlier, we may try to give some of that Premier 12 a go. If we can get a good feed or 2, we would be bringing that to you folks as much as we can. As we do anticipate that that is going to get underway. I believe the Japanese start playing on the 13th. Probably look to cover them and maybe even Korean games, whatever late night games we can bring in. So Kurihara strides to the plate. 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out his first time up. The right-hander Oniki works himself to the belt. And here comes the first pitch. Fastball swung on. It's popped up foul down the left field line, but it's going to slice into the seats, and the count is 0-1 to Kurihara. Kurihara 5 for 18 in the Japan Series. And struck out his first time up in this one. Friend Hamburger Steak says, time for a pitching change. Well, I'm kind of curious to see if they can get through 5 innings, and then we might see the pitching parade kick in. Here's the 0-1. Fastball swung on, grounded over to the right side, fielded by Austin. He goes to second for 1. back to first. It's in time to get Kurihara. We'll take a look to see if they want to review it. But by all accounts, it looks like it's going to be a 3-6-3 double play, and that will do it here to end the inning. Well, no review coming here as Kondo erased for the second out, but they do get a couple of runs back to the Hawks. 2 runs in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits. It was the 2-run homer by Yuki Yanagita to cut the lead in half. No errors and nobody left the board. We're now moving to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score is the Yokohama DeNA BayStars 4, the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the order to come to bat for the BayStars, and we'll be back in 30 with all the action. We got to go get ourselves another drink. We'll be back in just a couple moments. Appreciate you guys for listening in with us here tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. The first pitch delivered to the leadoff hitter, Kurihara, was a fastball that missed upstairs for ball 1. Count is quickly 1-0. Kurihara tonight 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles and a couple of RBIs. As the pitch is a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Arihara is no longer in the game, as it is now Ogata, the right-hander, on in relief, as they have made the first move, have the Hawks. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, breaking ball swung on, and this ball is going to get lined into left field. Kurihara is going to round, make a big turn at first, and he's going to hold on with a leadoff single. It's his 3rd hit of the ball game. He has absolutely been on fire here in this one. Doesn't matter what they're throwing and who they're throwing to the plate, as he's got himself another base hit off of the reliever Ogata here in inning number 4. This would be Shuto Ogata. He has made a couple of appearances in the series. So that is going to bring up the right fielder, Kajiwara. Wonder if we're going to see a bunt in this situation here. Kajiwara tonight is officially 0 for 2. And he swings through a fastball, and the count is quickly 0-1. No sign of a bunt there at all. He reached on an error back in the first inning, and he grounded out to second. So officially in the books at 0 for 2. 8 for 24 in the series. As the right-hander works himself to the set, Ogata then throws over to first, and diving back is Kurihara. We were saying at the top of the stream, about these two hitters, Kuwahara and Kajiwara. Now they are a combined 22 for 50. Sorry, check that, 20 for 50 at the plate. Batting 400 in the top two spots. That makes it a lot easier for the run producers to bang some runs home. There's a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, waved at and missed. The count now goes to 0-2 on Kajiwara. Ball had a lot of arm side run from Ogata. It's kept running away from the hitters. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. I wonder what we're going to see here. As the right-hander works himself to the belt. And he throws over to first base, and diving back in time is the base runner. Kuwahara, got to keep your eye on Kuwahara. He can run a little bit. The speedy center fielder, maybe not as much as he used to. But he has some wheels. Here comes the 0-2 pitch as Ogata holds to the set. And the right-hander kicks and delivers. It's a fastball, swung on and missed. Kajiwara's in the books. He's gone for the first out of the inning. That is going to bring up the second baseman, Shugo Maki. Well, for Maki tonight, he is 1 for 2. He struck out his first time up, and he singled and scored a run in the third inning. He was brought home on the bases loaded walk to Mori. Nice, healthy crowd in Yokohama for this one. As the captain of the BayStars is waiting here. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on, and it's pop foul right behind home plate. Count quickly 0-1 to Maki. Ogata gets himself a new baseball. He rubs it up, and we're ready to go back at it. Maki just waggling the bat. Ogata getting the sign from his catcher, Kai. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Instead, the ball is thrown over to first base, and diving back in time is the runner, Kuwahara. Crowd making some noise as the 0-1 ready to come here to Maki. Right-hander holds set. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on, grounded. Nice play by Kuwahara as he falls to the ground. I think it was grounded. I don't think he made the catch on that. We're going to have to get a look at this one. It looks like Shugo Maki is going to get himself a base hit. Let's see that again. That ball was hit. It was a one-hop shot. He was moving to his left. He made the play, and then he rolled over onto the ground. Did Kuwahara. But he wasn't able to make a play anywhere. It's going to be an infield hit for Maki, his second hit of the game. So that's going to put runners at first and second. It's going to bring Tyler Austin to the plate. I don't know if he got his cleats caught or what ended up happening and took him to the ground. But Kurihara made a really nice play, but just unable to get back to his feet to make the throw. And so Tyler Austin steps in. He is officially 0 for 2 tonight. He is grounded into a double play and struck out in his 2 trips. And the first pitch on the way is a breaking ball swung on and lifted foul. The count is quickly 0-1. Austin was the top hitter in the Central League during the regular season, top batting average. Runner at second, Kuwahara. Runner at first is Maki, as Austin waggles his bat. Waiting here on the offering from the right-hander Ogata, who is on in relief. As he works himself to the belt, here comes the pitch. He kicks and delivers. It is a split-finger pitch swung on and fouled away. And now Austin finds himself in the hole at 0-2. Curious to see what Austin does next year. I didn't look to see what type of terms he has on his contract. But I'd like to see him continue on with the BayStars if they keep going. In a lot of ways, he put Neftali Soto out of a job. Soto was playing a lot of first base for the BayStars in recent times. course, Soto is now with the Chiba Lotte Marines. So here comes the 0-2 pitch as the right-hander holds set. And here's the pitch on the way. It is a fastball that misses down. Good stop there by the catcher, Takuya Kai. Ball was in the left-handed batter's box, but able to keep it in front. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tyler Austin. As I said, I'm pretty sure that looks like it's a different mask that Kai's got. This is a one-piecer he's wearing tonight. I'm convinced that he's worn a 2-piecer in the past. This looks a little bit different. I don't know, maybe whenever it is that he's going, change it up. Usually guys who wear the 1-piece, it's more for their protection of their head. Sometimes if they've been taking too many pitches, the 2-piece doesn't give you as much support. There's a breaking ball that misses down. Kai did a pretty good job of framing it, but not good enough. It's going to run the count even to 2-2. Runner at second, Kuahara. Runner at first, Mackey. 1 gone here in the 4th. Tyler Austin waggling the bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes it is, as Ogata works himself to the set position. And here comes the pitch to Austin. This is like a Mexican standoff, and Austin now asks for time and steps out of the batter's box. Ogata still in a position as if he's looking into the catcher, hasn't moved at all. Standing there like a statue. So here comes the 2 balls and 2 strike pitch as the right-hander kicks and delivers. Split finger pitch swung on and missed, and Austin's in the books. He's gone for the 2nd out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the left fielder, Yoshi Satsugo. Well, for Satsugo, he's had himself quite the night tonight. He's got a home run in his 2 trips. It was a leadoff shot to begin the 2nd inning, just to right of center field. He's also flown out to left in his other trip. He's now 5 for 20 in the playoffs, or at least in the Japan series. Crowd has their towels up, including the welcome back to Yokohama Satsugo one, as that fastball was swung out and fouled away. That was at 95 miles an hour. That's the nemesis for Satsugo. We talked about this in the previous couple of streams when he was with the Tampa Bay Rays in the World Series of 2020. He didn't get a chance. He only had, I think, 2 at-bats in the whole series. One of the reasons is that he didn't do well against fastballs that were 95 and above. His season batting average was like 110 points lower. Well, that first pitch from Ogata was at 95 on the gun. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses outside. That was at 96. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Satsugo. Our friend Bear Lair Production says, go, Satsugo. Well, runners at first and second here. BayStars looking to try to get those runs back that they gave up in the last half inning to Fukuoka. 4-2 BayStars lead it here in the last half of the 4th. Pitch on the way. Split finger pitch misses down. They appealed to the third base umpire, and they said Satsugo went around. That runs the count to 1-2. Their base umpire said so. I'd like to see the replay of that one. I have to say, the feed tonight has been a little dicey on some of the replays. They're not exactly showing you the close or closer replays. You sometimes get in other networks. I don't know if that's because of TBS or if that's because of the feed, however they're doing it. But whoever's engineering this, not sure I like it. There's a fastball swung on and missed. That was at 96 on the gun. Satsugo's in the books. He's gone for the 3rd out of the inning. And the scouting report that Tampa Bay had must have been right. Couldn't catch up to the heater at 95 plus. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left aboard. We're now moving to the top of the 5th inning. Your score is the Yokohama DeNA BayStars 4, the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We're moving to the top half of inning number 5. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the BayStars have gone to the bullpen now, so the starters are both out of the game. It is going to be Hamaguchi who is on in relief, as he is going to be taking over here to be the second pitcher used by the BayStars in this one. So Hamaguchi on in relief, as he is going to be Harahiro Hamaguchi on in relief here, as he is slated to face Makihara Kai, and we're going to see who the going to hit in the pitcher's spot. So Hamaguchi on in relief here in this one, as the first pitch is a fastball that misses up. And the count is quickly 1-0. If I remember correctly, I saw a report this past week that Hamaguchi is going to be assigned to winter ball, as the pitch on the way is a fastball swung on. It is lifted into left center field. Giving chase is the center fielder Kuwahara, and he's there to make the catch. And that is going to retire Makihara for the first out of the innings. So 1 up and 1 away. It's going to bring up the catcher Takuya Kai. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be off to winter ball. I just can't remember if he's off to Venezuela or if he's going to be going to Puerto Rico. He is definitely on the move, and that brings Kai to the plate. So Kai steps in. He is officially 0 for 1 tonight, 0 for 11 in the series, as the pitch from Hamaguchi is a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is quickly 1-0. As we said, the pitcher spot is next, and it looks like that Jeter Downs is moving into the on-deck circle, so he will pinch hit for Arihara, as there's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 1-1. So interesting that Downs will be the first weapon used. I suppose Jeter Downs probably more so than anybody else. Downs certainly maybe not necessarily a late inning power threat, as there's a fastball swung on and missed. The count goes to 1-2 on Kai. Kind of hate using up pinch hitters in situations where there's really nothing at this point. If he's coming into the game in a double switch, we'll have to keep our eye open for that as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Count now goes to 2-2 on Kai. Our friend Chris signing in from the UK tonight. We're glad you could be here with us. We are in the top of the 5th inning, as North America is waking up to the East Coast. It is 5:45 Eastern. But we have fallen back tonight with our clocks, catching up to what the UK did last weekend, and I think the rest of Europe as well. So on the old time, it would be 6:45. And here comes the pitch from Hamaguchi. Fastball swung on and missed. Takuya Kai, his rough Japan series continues. He's in the books for the second out of the inning, as he goes down on strikes, and that is going to bring up the pinch hitter in Jeter Downs. Well, Downs making the appearance here tonight in the pitcher's spot in the batting order. So we would anticipate, Gada's night would be over as well. And then a pitching parade is about to ensue for the Hawks. Here comes the first pitch from Hamaguchi. It's a fastball that just misses down, and the count is 1-0. Downs batting from the right side. 0 for 6 in the series here. As the pitch is on the way, there's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is now 1-1. Jeter Downs was one of the players that was involved in the trade that went from the Dodgers to the Red Sox in return for Mookie Betts and David Price. Alex Verdugo and Connor Wong, the other two combatants that were there. Fastball swung on, lined right to the glove of the third baseman, Miyazaki. Oh, you couldn't hit it any harder than that, but Downs is gone for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it here. We're going to have ourselves a pitching change as the Hawks are going to their bullpen. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We are now moving to the bottom of the fifth. Your score is the BayStars 4 and the Hawks no score. They took a quick look, and that might be Carter Stewart Jr. coming in, but we'll find out when we return after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be Miyazaki, Toba, Shihira, and Mori to come to bat here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Just as a reminder, it is going to be what we like to call the Japanese halftime at the end of this half inning. You do take an extended break between inning number 5 and inning number 6. It'll give us a chance to go refresh our beverage and come back for yet some more work. It is Carter Stewart Jr. who is taking over on the hill here, as he is going to be the third pitcher used here tonight by the Hawks. So big situation for the American right-hander as he is coming on in relief. And the first pitch on the way to Miyazaki is a fastball that misses outside. Count is quickly 1-0. Miyazaki tonight 0 for 1 officially. He had grounded to third and had been hit by a pitch his last time up, as he swings at a fastball and lifts it into straightaway center field. Camping out underneath it is Shudo. He's there to make the catch. And Miyazaki is in the books for the first out of the innings, so 1 up and 1 away. And that is going to bring up the catcher, Yasutaka Tobashira. So Tobashira tonight has been all over the base paths. He is 1 for 1 and a walk. He also scored the second run of the game for the BayStars. He was driven home on a 2-run single off the bat of Kuwahara. And the first pitch at 96 miles an hour is taken for a ball inside. The count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. As the pitch on the way is a fastball swung on, his belted foul down the right field line. Count goes to 1-1. Our friend Lance Jenkinson says, great work on the mic. Can't believe the Japan series is unable to be watched. Well, not here in Australia. Well, if you got a VPN, it might be able to help you be able to watch it, as you could pick up the Japan feeds. There's a fastball that misses upstairs. The count goes to 2-1. And that has been the trick. Even here, it has been a bit of a challenge for us to get a feed early in the series, or at least a reliable one. There's a fastball that misses upstairs. It's now 3-1 to Tobashira. So Carter Stewart Jr. on in relief here. Third pitcher used tonight by the Fukuoka Ball Club. And the right-hander kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on, and it's lifted foul behind home plate, and the count goes to 3-2. It is actually 4-2. Our ticker is running a little bit awry there. We jumped the gun. Make sure you guys understand it is 4-2 there for the BayStars. As the pitch is a fastball swung on, this ball is lined into center field. This one's going to get down for a base hit. Shuto over to cut it off, and he fires it back in. Ball squirts away from Imamiya, but it is going to be a single here for Tobashira. So we have to make our little adjustment on that banner for you and for everybody here. As we said, it is only 4-2 right now for the BayStars. Our friend Mike Miller in the house here. He says, greetings from Nagoya. Well, we appreciate you for jumping in with us here, Mike. Got ourselves a entertaining game now with the 2-run homer off the bat of Yanagita in the top half of the 4th inning. And I can't agree more with what Mike says about promoting it, but even still, even within the own country of Japan, there's a breaking ball that misses down. I can't say I've not been to Nagoya, but having been to all of the parks in the greater Tokyo area, been to Osaka and Hiroshima and different places, one thing you don't see is the Japanese wearing the jerseys or the hats outside of the stadiums. Not like in North America, as there's a fastball that's taken for a called strike. Count goes to 1-1. Go to the games and people will put their jerseys on. They'll wear their hats. They'll do everything else. But as soon as the game's done, I've seen businessmen literally take off their jersey, put it in their briefcase, and walk out the door like they've never been to a game. Fastball swung on, and it has popped up down the third base line, giving chases Kurihara. He's going to slide, but unable to make the catch. And that's going to run the count to 1-2. Lance says he loves using Pacific League TV during the season. Works out well in Australian time zone. The game's starting around 7. Appreciate you, Lance, for hanging in here with us tonight. Didn't do as many games this year as we wanted. I think, if I remember correctly, this is game number 80. 5 of them were MLB games. We're going to have to pick up the pace in 2025. There's a fastball that misses up and in. The count goes to 2-2. Going to try to pick up our pace in the months of April, May, and June. July becomes a little difficult. August, we're going to be in Korea next year. As there's a fastball that misses down. It's now 3-2. That is the early plan, to go to Korea, but also to take the ferry from Busan to Fukuoka to catch a couple of games, maybe in Fukuoka in late August, early September. But we'll have to wait till the schedule comes out to see if that's something that we can make work. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to the shortstop Mori. The pitch on the way is a fastball swung on. It's lifted down the left field line. It's slicing, but it's going to get into the seats, as Kensuke Kondo was trying to run it down. 3 balls and 2 strikes it is. The pitcher's spot is on deck, so we'll have to see if Hamaguchi will come to hit, as the starter Inuki's day is done. As the right-hander Stewart delivers a fastball that misses down, and then it's going to be ball 4. That's going to put runners at first and second. And now this is where the chess match comes in. This is what I really like about this style of baseball. It's going to bring the manager or the pitching coach out of the Fukuoka dugout and the interpreter, as they are going to talk to Carter Stewart here. And probably the message is going to be pretty simple. We got to throw strikes. And I got to do a double check, but it looks like it is Kaita Sano who is coming in to pinch hit here, as he will come off the bench. So that means that Hamaguchi's night will be done, and we will be getting ourselves another pitcher for the BayStars. And maybe even the scouting report on Sano nonetheless. And I've also kind of find it interesting when you bring a starter like Stewart in the game, where he started all year long, and now you got to bring him into this type of situation. Sometimes starters have a problem in the first inning. They get to the mound, and once they start getting the feel for it, they settle in and they can get on quite the roll. Well, I don't know what the plan for Stewart is, if he is a one-inning wonder or if they're going to go with him for a couple innings. So here comes the pitch to the left-handed hitting Sano. It's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The BayStars got something brewing here, as Tobashira is at second and the runner Mori at first. Lance said he went to Japan this year, caught a couple of games, loved the country so much he's heading back in May. Yeah, absolutely. There was a fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. I just spent 11 days in Tokyo in late August, early September. Pretty easy trip. I've done it before. Was able to knock off a couple of venues I hadn't been to, which was Chiba. And as well as Chiba, also got a chance to get to the Jingu Stadium, where the Swallows play. Got to see them a couple of times. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There is a fastball swung on. It is lined into right field. It's going to be a base hit. Yanagita is going to come up with it. Stopping at third is going to be the runner Tobashira. That's going to load the bases. We got bases full of BayStars. It's going to bring the top of the order in Kuwahara to the plate. And now they have something brewing here in the bottom half of inning number 5, does Yokohama. And if you want somebody coming to the plate with the hottest bat, you got to say Kuwahara is the guy. He's 3 for 3 tonight. He's driven in a couple of runs. He is 12 for 26 in the series, and he's got a chance to blow this thing apart. So the Yokohama crowd is in anticipation here. As Kuwahara gets himself dug in, ready to face the right-handed throwing Stewart. Infield is in here. They got to try to cut the run down at the plate. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses up for ball 1, and the count is 1-0. So now we got himself in a good hitters count here. So 1 ball and no strikes. Stewart leaning in, getting the sign from his catcher, Takuya Kai. Hawks are in trouble here. They're on the ropes. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 1-1 on Kuwahara. Carter Stewart. Real tough situation. He's been a bright spot for the Hawks this year. Breakout season for the American. He's also re-upped for a couple of more seasons. His agent is Scott Boris. He's got him some money. He's pitching in the top part of their game. There's a fastball missing upstairs. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Kuwahara. One thing I will say is that he has cut down on his walk rate, but he's going to have to improve his pitches here Infield, as we said, is in. The shortstop Mamiya is a couple of steps back off of the grass. So he's a little bit different than everybody else. Everybody else is up on the proverbial grass, which is the turf, where it turns green. Here's the pitch. That's a split finger pitch, swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 2-2 on Kuwahara. Carter Stewart can be considered fortunate there. I think Kuwahara upset that he didn't be able to do some damage with that pitch. That was left up in the zone. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch from Stewart. It's a fastball missing down. That last pitch was at 97 on the gun, but that's going to run the count full to Kuwahara. Bases are full of BayStars. Nowhere to put Kuwahara. There is 1 gone here in the inning. He's going to get a good pitch to hit. It's going to be Stewart versus Kuwahara. Who's going to win the battle right now? Stewart works himself to the set position. Here's the pitch. Split finger pitch swung on and lifted foul down the right field line, and the count remains at 3-2. 24 pitches already delivered here by the American right-hander. If there was a turning point in the game, we're looking at it right now. As the right-hander Stewart ready to go back to work. Digging in is Kuwahara. Gets his sign from Kai. He nods in agreement. And here comes the 3-2 as he works to the set. Now the pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and in. It's going to be ball 4. That's going to be a base on balls. It's going to bring in another run. That's the second time tonight that a Hawks pitcher has walked a batter with the bases loaded. Into score comes Tobashiro. That's going to be the 5th run of the ball game. Advancing to third is Mori. Over to second is Sano. It's going to bring Koki Kajiwara to the plate. And there's still only 1 out here in inning number 5. And if you're a Hawks fan or the Hawks manager, that has got to be absolutely frustrating. Kuwahara has now brought home 3 of the 5 runs tonight. Infield is still in for the Hawks. Now Imamiya is right up on the grass, or on the green part of the turf that looks like grass. Here's the pitch. Split finger swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Do appreciate everybody for jumping in here with us tonight on this one. Game 6 of the Japan Series. Here's the pitch from Stewart. Fastball swung on and missed. Count now goes to 0-2. Last pitch at 96 on the gun. So now Stewart's starting to find himself. I'm not sure where that was a moment ago, but it's the always dangerous Shugo Maki waiting on deck. So here comes the 0-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball. Oh boy, that looked pretty good. Stewart didn't like it. Kai held it there. The umpire didn't like the call, or didn't make the call. We look at that again on the replay, and it looked pretty darn good. 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. And with the amount of pitches that he's thrown in this inning, you'd have to think Stewart probably is a one-and-done guy here. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses down and in. That's a bad miss. Kai was setting up middle away. Stewart missed down and in, and the count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turning point of the game is right here in front of us. Hawks are on the ropes, losing, or they're trailing 5-2 here to the BayStars. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on. Golfed into shallow center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to get 1 run in. Here's the throw to the plate, and it is going to be safe at home. And that is Mori. It actually was Mori. They had to hang up to wait to see if that ball was going to drop in. And Shudo had come up throwing. He fires the ball to the plate. It's going to cash in Mori. It's going to be a single and RBI for Kajiwara. Bases are still loaded. The manager's coming out of the dugout, and we've seen the end of Carter Stewart here tonight as he has come in and brought his gasoline can to the mound, lit it on fire. And now the BayStars have a 6-2 lead. Bases loaded, 1 out. Mackey coming to the plate. And we're just going to take a timeout right here because a pitching change is on the way. Stewart is on his way out of the ball game. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back in just a few. This inning is not over yet.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. You want to learn about Japanese baseball? See Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball.
That's right, everybody. We've got a 6-2 scoreline in the bottom of the fifth, and the Hawks are not out of the woods yet. We'll be right back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be Shinsuke Iwai on the mound here as he is going to take over for Carter Stewart Jr. Not a great outing for the American right-hander, unfortunately for him, as he had 5 of the 6 batters he faced had reached base. But it is going to be the right-hander Iwai who is on in relief for Stewart here, the 4th pitcher used tonight by the Fukuoka Ball Club. So he has completed his warm-up tosses, and we are ready to resume the action. Runner at third is Sano. Runner at second, Kuwahara. Runner at first is Kajiwara, and it is Shugo Maki striding to the plate. Maki tonight is 2 for 3 in this one. He's singled twice. He's scored a run. He's also struck out. So Shugo Maki, who has started to play a little bit better over the last couple of games. The first pitch fastball swung on, lined right to second. They go to second for a possible double play, but they're unable to get the runner on the backside. It was a ball hit right on the screws by Maki. Makihara fielded it underhand, flipped it to the second base or to the shortstop, Imamiya, but not in time. That is going to retire Maki for the second out of the inning. Oh, you couldn't hit the ball any harder than that. Some good base running there by Kuwahara, who froze on the line drive and was able to get back safely. But Maki gone for the second out of the inning, and that is going to bring up the first baseman, Tyler Austin. Boy, oh boy, we've seen some hard hit balls right to the gloves here in this inning. And some have not been. And here comes the first pitch here to Tyler Austin. The first pitch on the way, it is a fastball. Take it for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Austin is the 8th hitter to come to bat here in inning number 5. Commenting the other night about the length of the game, and we said about the first 5 innings being 2 hours and 8 minutes to play. Well, guess what? We're almost at that mark right now for tonight's game as well. First 5 innings have been very, very slow. Pitch on the way, fastball. Nice stop there by Kai. That was destined for the backstop, but Kai was able to get a glove on it, and the count is 1-1. I don't know if it was the greatest of blocks, but he was able to throw his body in front and barely get the glove on it to keep it in front. 6-2 BayStars have the lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Right-hander works himself to the belt. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball misses down and in. The count now goes to 2-1. Four pitchers used tonight by Fukuoka. Two pitchers used tonight by the BayStars. That is most likely to change in the next half inning as Hamaguchi's night will be over. With that pinch batter, Sano coming to the plate. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. As the pitch is on the way, and it's come in and hit Tyler Austin. He hit him with the bases loaded. That's the second time tonight that a Hawks pitcher has hit a BayStar player. He's going to get an RBI. It's going to bring home Sano. That's going to cash him in. Advancing to third is Kuwahara. Over to second is Kajiwara, and the wheels are falling off the apple cart here for the Hawks in the sixth inning. If you're going to get hit, you want to get hit right there on the butt cheek. That's where Tyler Austin wore it. It's going to bring Yoshi Setsugo to the plate with a 7-2 lead. And if there was a time to make a switch, maybe Sano stays in at first base. Maybe the pitcher will go into Tyler Austin's spot, but we're going to have to wait to see what that's all about. Carter Stewart Jr. had come in and got the first out that he faced. And it was all downhill after that. So bases full of BayStars, two gone here. Yoshi Setsugo standing in. Sugo tonight is 1 for 3. He's got a homer and 3 trips. 7-2 BayStar lead, looking to add for more. As the right-hander leans in, gets the side. He works himself to the belt. And here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted into deep left center field. This ball could be trouble. And this ball is going to be off the wall. Rounding third and heading home is the runner Kajiwara. Another one at the plate, and it's going to be a bases clearing double as it is able to score Tyler Austin all the way from first base. Yoshi Setsugo does it again. He just misses a home run by not much. It's a 3-run double as that is going to score ahead of him Kuwahara, Kajiwara, and Austin. Unbelievable. And if you didn't think the Hawks have a chance, well, their chance now has become almost improbable. (10-2) lead now for the BayStars here in the bottom of the fifth inning. If you took the over in this one, you're laughing. If you took the under in this one, you're probably not very happy. What a way for this season to potentially end if this is the way it's going to go. Iwai holds at the belt. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Miyazaki. They have batted around here in the fifth inning, have the BayStars. This is the 10th hitter to come to the plate. As the right-hander ready to go again, Iwai holds to the set. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. Fastball misses down. Count runs even to 1-1. As a reminder, at the end of this half inning, we're going to take a break as we do have the Japanese halftime, as we like to call it. But if you are a fan of the BayStars, you got to be feeling pretty confident about your chances now. It is a 10-2 lead for Yokohama. 1 ball and 1 strike it is to Miyazaki. And Iwai holds the ball at the belt. Here comes the pitch. He kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on. Chops past the third base bag, foul. He's going to run the count to 1-2. Well, they say hitting is contagious, and right now the BayStars are infected as they have 10 runs on 12 hits. No errors, 2-5 and 1 for the Hawks. Friend Hamburger Steak says he's not going to jinx things. Well, got to say, you've got quite a bit of wiggle room here that they can be supplied with. The pitch on the way, it is a fastball that misses down. It's now 2-2 to Miyazaki. 8-run lead in the 5th inning. Two things are probably going to happen here at this point. The BayStars are going to win, or the Hawks are going to have one of the greatest comebacks in NPB and Japan Series history. So stay tuned. One of those things is going to happen here tonight. And here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted foul down the left field line, and the count remains at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Miyazaki. Runner at second, Setsugo. He's driven in 4 of the 10 runs tonight. Kuwahara has knocked in 3 of the 10. So between the two of them, 7 of the 10 runs have been brought in by the 2 aforementioned hitters. Here comes the 2-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, lined over the head of the shortstop into left field. That's going to get another run in. Rounding third and heading home is Setsugo, and the hit parade continues here as sliding into second base safely with a double is Miyazaki. And that is going to be a 11-2 lead for Yokohama. And the beat goes on. And that is going to bring the catcher Yasutaka Tobashira to the plate. And for Tobashira, he is 2 for 2 in this one. He's got a couple of singles. He's also drawn a walk. Well, if you would have asked me before this game started if we would see an 11-2 scoreline for Yokohama in the 5th inning, I would have laughed. But that's what we have right now. As well as a game that's gone 2 hours and 15 minutes for the first 5 innings. So Tobashira strides to the plate as the right-hander Iwai is taking a bullet here right now. The 13th pitch he's delivered tonight. And the pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. He got the first batter, Mackey, to line out to the second baseman, and how that might have been different if they would have been able to get that as a double play. We'd still be a close ball game here. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on, and this is going to be popped up into left center field. Moving over underneath it is Shudo. He's got room to make the catch, and that is going to do it. But there was damage done, and a whole pile of it here in the 5th inning. They had 7 runs in the inning, had the BayStars. On the benefit, if we've done our math correctly here, 3, 4, 5 hits. There was no errors, and there was a runner left aboard. Your score as we move to the top of the 6th inning, it is a 11-2 lead. Everybody, we're going to take a little time out here. We're going to go get ourselves a new drink. We'll be back in just a little bit. It is going to put the music on loop. You can listen in. We'll come back and we'll chat when we return. Welcome back, everybody. It is a pitching change. It is going to be Yuya Sakamoto coming on in relief. He is going to be the third pitcher used by the BayStars in this one, as he is going to be slated to face the top of the order in Yukio Shudo, Kenta Mamiya, and Yuki Yanagita. And the first pitch delivered to Shudo is a fastball taken for a called strike. Shudo 0 for 2 tonight, has flown to left and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate, as he takes a breaking ball down and away, and the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike, a 7-run uprising. And check that in the last half inning by the BayStars, as that pitch is swung on and fouled away, and the count goes to 1-2. They had cut the lead to 4-2, did the Hawks, on the 2-run shot by Yanagita in the 4th inning, but it was all Yokohama in inning number 5. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line, and the count remains at 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes as Sakamoto gets a new baseball, goes to the rosin bag and rubs it up, and we're ready to go back to work again. BayStars enjoying themselves a healthy lead here, 9-run lead. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-2. It's one thing I will say about the Japanese. When you go to the games in Japan, not a lot of people leave early. They are there for the duration. So you could get a score line where there is a heck of a run spread, and the fans will hang right in there. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think in North America, all of a sudden you get a spread like this, people are heading to the exits. But not in Japan, that is for certain. Here comes the 2-2 pitch as the lefty kicks and delivers. It is a fastball swung on, chopped softly over to second. Mackey's going to have to hurry. He fields it and throws to first, and Shudo is gone on a ground out, 4-3. He's in the books for out number 1, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Kenta Imamiya. Well, for Imamiya, he has enjoyed a solid night at the plate, one of the few bright spots for Fukuoka. He's got a single and a double in his 2 trips. He is 8 for 22 in the Japan Series. Batting from the right side here against the left-handed throwing Sakamoto, who holds to the set and delivers. Fastball misses upstairs. The count is 1-0. Yanagita to follow here in the inning, as the lefty leans in and gets his sign. He works himself into the set, and now he kicks and he fires. It is a fastball that's center cut for a called strike. The count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop of the Hawks. And there's a fastball swung on. This ball is going to get lined in the left field for a base hit. And Imamiya has showed up to play. He continues to own the BayStar pitching, as he is 3 for 3 tonight with that single. And that is going to bring up the right fielder, Yuki Yanagita. And Yanagita has been the main part of in fact, the only part of the offense. 29 innings the Hawks were shut out for, until that 2-run shot in the 4th inning off the bat of Yanagita snapped that particular streak. So here comes the first offering to the left-handed hitting right fielder of the Hawks. Sakamoto delivers a fastball that swung on and fouled away, and the count is quickly 0-1. Looked like Yanagita wanted to go yard again on that one. So no balls and 1 strike. Otaka Yamakawa waiting his turn on deck. The big guns for the Hawks have been firing a lot of blanks in this series. Fastball misses down, and the count goes to 1-1. With a 9-run deficit here, this is going to make it very difficult to have to come back. But you never know. Stranger things have happened in many of years of baseball. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. And it's on its way. It is a breaking ball, waved at and missed, and now the count goes to 1-2 on Yanagita. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the line gets the sign, Yanagita waggling the bat as he works himself to the set. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. For 1, back to first, and it's an inning-ending double play. It's going to go in the books as a 4-6-3 double dip. And that is going to do it here for the Hawks in their half of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left aboard. We are now through 5.5. Your score is the BayStars 11, the Hawks 2. Stick with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for listening in on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Here is our friend Matt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving ourselves to the bottom half of inning number 6, and we have another pitcher on the mound to be used here tonight by the Hawks. This is going to be the right-hander Kazuki Sugiyama. We've seen him before in the series, and I can tell you this. He is a quick worker for a reliever, but he is going to all club tonight. So Kazuki Sugiyama on in relief. And the first pitch on the way is a fastball that misses down and in to Mori, and the count is 1-0. It'll be Mori, and then the pitcher's spot, and then Kuwahara to come to bat here. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, there's a fastball swung on, chaps softly over to short. Imamiya fields it, he throws to first, and Mori is in the books on the ground out, 6-3. So 1 up and 1 away, and that'll bring up the pitcher's spot in the batting order. Curious to see who they bring up. Is it going to be Mike Ford? No, it's Gaita Sano. Actually, Sano stayed in the ball game, so we have to get ourselves where the pitcher's spot is now going to take place. That kind of reminds me, if he is hitting, I wonder if Tyler Austin has had a finish tonight, and that is exactly what it is. Sakamoto went into the spot once occupied by Tyler Austin. As the pitch is on the way, it was a double switch. There is a fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the left field line. Count is quickly 1-0. Problem foot, where he had fouled the ball off his foot in game 1, of course, with a 11-2 lead. He could take the rest of the night off, as he is not going to be needed anymore tonight, one would think. Fastball misses up and away, and the count goes to 1-1 on Sano. Sano batting from the left side. Sugiyama rocks and delivers. It's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. Sano didn't like the call as he does a 180. 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. It was a breaking ball that I thought, but it was actually a split finger pitch. Had a 12-6 movement to it. Sometimes it's hard to tell until you get the replay where you can see the grip and where the ball slowed down. There's a split finger again, swung on and tap foul over on the first base side. The count remains at 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. For those of you who are just joining us, we talked that we were going to try to do some of that Premier 12 tournament that is slated to come up in another week or so's time. Japanese are sending a heck of a team. We're going to try to do some late night calls. So hopefully you could join us for that. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kaida Sano. Right-hander Sugiyama rocking into the windup and delivering. There's a fastball swung on, and that's lifted foul down the left field line, and the count remains at 2-2. It's a 12-team tournament. I think they're going to expand. They've talked about expanding it to 16 teams, but the ball club that the Japanese are sending, it's going to be pretty solid. Fastball swung on, popped up in the infield. Moving over underneath it is Kai. Coming in is Kurihara. He's going to call Kai off, and he makes the catch. It does Kurihara, and that is going to retire Sano for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the top of the order in Kuwahara. Well, Masayuki Kuwahara has been a story here tonight again. He is on base all 4 times. He's got 3 hits, all singles. He has driven in 3 runs. He's walked and scored a run. He is 12 for 26 in the Japan Series. He bats here with 2 away in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Nobody on. And the first pitch is a fastball taken on the outside corner for called strike. The count is quickly 0-1. Be curious to see. Oh boy, Sugiyama, or the batter Kuwahara, wasn't ready yet. He threw it out, and the umpire did give him time. As we said, Sugiyama, he likes to work really, really quickly. Now he goes back to work again here. Wastes no time. Fastball misses down and away, and the count goes even at 1-1. Usually you wait for the hitter to get his eyes on the pitcher. As soon as he stepped in the box, Sugiyama ready to go. There's a split finger pitch swung on and chopped foul behind home plate, and the count now goes to 1-2. BayStars looking to close this one out here tonight. It'd be the first time a home team would get a victory in the series if they can hold on to win. 1-2 on the way. Fastball knifed foul down the right field line. Count remains at 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. Sugiyama gets his side. He rocks into the windup and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on. It is lifted into right field. Coming in on it with room is Yanagida. He's there to make the catch, and that is going to do it as Kuwahara is gone for the 3rd out of the inning, and that will do it here in inning number 6. Well, 2/3 of the game is in the books. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're moving to the top of the 7th inning. Your score is the BayStars 11, the Hawks 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving ourselves to the seventh inning. It is going to be Hotaka Yamakawa, Kensuke Kondo, and Ryoya Kurihara, as we are ready here for yet another inning. We're just doing ourselves a little bit of work here, as it is going to be the Yamakawa at the plate. The first pitch is down. The count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Yamakawa. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out and he has grounded out in his 2 trips. As the pitch on the way is a breaking ball that is swung on and missed, and the count now goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Left-hander on the hill here for the BayStars is still Sakamoto, and there's a breaking ball that is swung on and missed. The count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sakamoto ready to go again as he's kicks and delivers. It is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Yamakawa. Just a couple of pieces. We're looking at a few things here. In this one here, it is Yamakawa again swinging and grounding that one foul over on the third base side. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Yamakawa himself to the set position. Here comes the pitch from Sakamoto. Fastball swung on and missed, and Yamakawa is down on strikes. He's gone for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Kensuke Kondo. Last pitch there for a breaking ball really had hardly any rotation on the ball. They talk about sometimes the spin rate of the pitch and how the ball is. That ball there had very, very little rotation on a breaking ball. You can almost count the seams as it was rotating by. That's going to bring Kondo to the plate. The first pitch to him is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. Kondo today is 2 for 2. He has 2 singles. He was erased in a double play his last time up. 5 for 12 in the series. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And the left-hander delivers. It is a fastball swung on. This ball is hit to the shortstop. Mori fields it on the run. He throws to first, and that is going to retire Kondo. A nice play there by Mori. It's a ground out 6-3. He's gone for the second out of the inning. It'll bring up Ryoya Kurihara to the plate. Just having a few background checks over here that we're working on right now. As the left-hander kicks and delivers, it is a first pitch breaking ball swung on and missed. The count is quickly 0-1 to Kurihara. So no balls and 1 strike. And there's a pitch that misses down, and the count goes to 1-1. I got to tell you some stories here, but we'll be able to do that. We have a couple of pieces here. There's a fastball that misses inside. Just being able to do some of this stuff here as we keep being able to figure this out. We're having a bit of a struggle with our back end here. Sakamoto, it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes as that last pitch missed down. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kurihara. Again, the lefty kicks and delivers. It is a fastball. Waved that and missed. Kurihara's gone in the books. He's gone for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We're now through going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score is 11-2. Stay with us, everybody. We're struggling a little bit with some of our backside stuff, but we're going to keep you entertained as we move along. We'll be right back after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Rounds Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. We have Koki Kajiwara, and then it's going to be Shugo Maki and Tyler Austin to come to bat here in the 7th inning. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. 11-2 for the BayStars as we're moving to the bottom half of the 7th inning. We'll be right back in just a bit. Welcome back, everybody. We have a new pitcher for the Hawks. It's going to be Darwinzon Hernandez, who is coming on in relief. Maybe a little too late. But he is going to be the 6th pitcher used tonight by the Hawks. And so Hernandez is slated to face Kajiwara Maki and the pitcher's spot now in the batting order, which used to be occupied by Tyler Austin. So here comes the first pitch. It is a fastball swung on it. And the count is quickly 0-1. To Koki Kajiwara. So no balls and 1 strike here. Ball that misses upstairs, and the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. Hernandez has been pretty solid this year as he delivers a fastball that swung on and fouled away. Got off to a really good start for the Hawks. I have to tell you that I think that he would be a bounce back candidate. You got somebody who can throw 95 miles an hour from the left side, and he can fill up the zone with some strikes. One would have to think major league teams would be all over him. As he misses with a fastball outside, and the count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls, and he called it. That pitch was on the outside part of the plate. Boy, oh boy. Maybe we missed the memo here. Maybe the home plate umpire wants to go home a little bit early now, too. So that is going to retire Kajiwara on strikes, looking for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring Shugo Maki to the plate. Maki tonight has 2 for 4. He's got a couple of singles in his 4 trips. Delivers a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Hernandez not wasting much time as he's ready to go back to work. The pitch on the way is a fastball that misses down and in. Count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Ball swung on it, is popped up over on the left side, shallow left field. Moving back on it is Imamiya. Coming in is Kondo, and he's there to make the catch. And that is going to retire Mackey for the second out of the inning. And it is going to bring up the pitcher's spot in the batting order, which was now occupied as well. So that was the pitcher spot at one time, but it's going to be Mike Ford coming in to pinch hit for Sakamoto as Ford steps to the plate. Batting here with 2 out. The first pitch on the way from Hernandez is a fastball that misses upstairs. They peel over to the third base umpire, but they said that Ford didn't go when it's ball 1. Ford's got a little swung on and fouled away. The count runs even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The crowd outside is just as busy as it is inside. There's a fastball that misses outside. The count now goes to 2-1. If you've ever been to Yokohama out in center field, they've got like a park area out back there, and there's a bit of a stage that they'll put up for the cheerleaders before the game as they'll run some stuff out there. That park outside is pretty busy. There's a fastball swung on it, is popped up behind home plate. And that is going to run the count even to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're only going to get happier. So 2 balls and 2 strikes it is. And here's the pitch from Hernandez, a breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count goes to 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. BayStars enjoying an 11-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Mike Ford batting with 2 gone. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 3-2. Do appreciate everybody who's jumped in here tonight to listen to our call. Unfortunately, we can't give you a closer game, but we can give you the report that the BayStar fans are absolutely loving it. There's a fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. The count remains. It has won a championship. But they've really been playing the best baseball over the last 5-6 weeks of the season. And they carried right into the playoffs, and they've been absolutely on fire. Another fastball swung on, and another one lifted foul, and the count remains at full to Mike Ford. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ford digs back in again. This is going to be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And there's another fastball swung on, and this ball's lifted foul, but this time it looks like there's room for Kurihara, and he's going to make the catch, and that is going to do it here for out number 3. And the BayStars finally go in order here. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. That's actually 2 innings in a row. They've gone down 1, 2, 3. We're now moving to the top of the 8th inning. Your score is the Yokohama DeNA BayStars 11, Fukuoka 2. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving ourselves now to the top of the 8th inning, and we appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. We had a little bit of technical difficulties we're managing through on the backside. It'll be the Hawks coming to bat when we return right after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Welcome back, everybody. It's slated to be Taisi Makihara, Takuya Kai, and the pitcher spot in the batting order. So we appreciate you guys for jumping in here, as it is going to be 7, 8, and 9 to come to bat. We'll keep our eye on what other moves that they're going to be made here, as we anticipate that there'll be a parade of pitchers used from now to the end. There is a pitching change here for the BayStars, as they are going to bring in a right-hander. It is going to be number 13, Hiromo Issei, who is on in relief. So Issei is on here to face Makihara, as he will be the 4th pitcher used here for the BayStars tonight. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on its top slowly down the first baseline. Just going to roll foul as Sano picks it up, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Makihara. So no balls and 1 strike. So we're just checking in here. As we said, we're just dealing with some technical stuff. We've had some problems tonight with our transitions in our videos on the background when you guys are doing the in-between breaks. Another fastball swung on, softly grounded to second. Maki fields it, throws to first. Makihara in the books, ground out 4-3 for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Takuya Kai to the plate. So we've had some struggles with our Brown. Glad you guys could make it in here for it. So we've got ourselves an 11-2 ball game as Takuya Kai comes to the plate. Kai looking for his first hit in the series. He swings through a fastball, and the count is quickly 0-1. Kai has flown out to center and struck out his 2 trips to the plate. He is 0 for 12 in the Japan series. As the right-hander Issei kicks and delivers, there's a fastball swung on and missed. And the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Takuya Kai. This ball game here has definitely had its moments, as we are approaching, I do believe, is the 4-hour mark in this one. Fastball swung on and lifted foul. Check that 3-hour mark in this one. We did have a time change tonight, as we have fallen back in a time. So no balls and 2 strikes to Kai. There, we anticipate a pinch hitter on deck for the pitcher. It's not definitely going to be Darwinzon Hernandez, as that breaking ball misses down and away, and the count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now we're ready to roll again here, as that is going to be, it's going to retire Takuya Kai here. And that last pitch there was a line drive right to the third baseman. Not a hard one, but Miyazaki able to make the catch. Kai in the books for the second out of the inning. He's walking back to the dugout talking to himself as he is 0 for 13, most likely to end the series. It's going to bring up a pinch hitter here. And the pinch hitter coming to bat here is going to be Akira Nakamura. And the first pitch to Nakamura, it goes all the way to the backstop. The count is quickly 1-0. That was pretty strange. So Akira Nakamura on to pinch hit. As the right-hander Issei delivers, there's a fastball that misses upstairs for a ball, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch from Issei on the way is a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. And now they're ready to go again. Here is the right-hander Issei. And he misses with a pitch, and that goes to 3-1. Well, as we say, we appreciate everybody who has jumped in here tonight with us to listen in. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 3-2. We've enjoyed calling the games again this year as much as we possibly can. We'll try to do it again next season as well. So if you are listening on delay, we appreciate you guys. For those of you who have joined us here tonight, we appreciate you guys as well. As here comes the offering to Akihara, and it is a ground ball fielded. They throw to first, and that is going to retire Nakamura out inning stretch from inning number 7 to 8. So we'll give it to you here in this one. We've been a little asleep at the switch at our end, battling over some other stuff. Here you go, guys. Here is Take Me Out to the Ball Game as we move to the bottom. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be another pitcher here for Fukuoka. It is going to be Yuki Samori coming on in relief. He had struggled in his last appearance. He is coming on out of the bullpen for the Hawks. He is going to be, by our counts, the 7th pitcher used tonight by Fukuoka. So Samori on in relief. And he is slated to face Yoshi Satsugo, Toshiro Miyazaki, and Yasutaka Tobashira. 11-2 lead here for the BayStars as they come to bat here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And for Satsugo tonight, he has been a big bat in the lineup for the BayStars as he takes a first pitch fastball for a called strike. He is 2 for 4 tonight. He has a double and a homer. He has driven in 4 runs. He's also flown out and struck out. So he has shown up when needed. He is 6 for 22 in the series. Fastball, take it for a called strike. The count now goes to 0-2. Our friend Chris said, better late than never. Yeah, well, if I told you what we're doing on the backside over here, it's just making me shake my head. But we had some technical difficulties that we were able to smooth through. As that fastball is swung on, lifted into left field, moving back is Kondo. He's there to make the catch. And that is going to retire Satsugo for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring. And for Miyazaki, he is officially 1 for 3 tonight. He has a double and an RBI. He was hit by a pitch. He's flown up to center and he's grounded to third. So officially 1 for 3. He is 4 for 22. A few screamers hit his way. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Miyazaki. As we said, we do appreciate everybody who has decided to make it in here with us tonight. Wish we had a better ball game for you as that fastball swung on it is lined into left field. Moving to his left is Kondo, and he's going to be there to make the catch. That's 2 catches here in the inning for Kensuke. Leave it all up to the catcher, Yasutaka Tobashira. It looks like there's some more action in the bullpen of the BayStars. Have 1 more pitcher coming in to try to close it out. So Tobashira is coming to the plate. And the first pitch is a breaking ball from Samori that misses inside. The count's 1-0. He scored a pair of runs. He's also drawn a walk. On base 3 out of 4 times as the pitch on the way is a fastball that's taken for a called strike, and the count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And our friend says, as BayStar fan, he's liking the game pretty good. I can imagine you would be. As there is a breaking ball swung on and tap foul behind home plate. The count goes to 1-2 on Tobashira. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Samori ready to go as he kicks and he delivers. It's a fastball that misses inside, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right now, this is what we would call mailing in at bats here, as it looks like that they're just kind of playing elevator baseball. It's up and down as we go, and one would have to think that Samori's just going to try to attack the hitters here as that fastball swung on and fouled away. It looks like they're in a mode right now where they're getting themselves out. 10 pitches here in the inning so far for Samori. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. As the right-hander works himself to the belt. Here comes the pitch. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and in. It's now going to be 3-2 to Tobashira. As the right-hander works to the set, here comes the pitch. He kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and line foul down the left field line, and the battle's going to continue here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Not sure what else we could say tonight, everybody. This one here had the makings of a ball game that we thought was going to be a battle right to the end. Figured that the Hawks would maybe even pull this one out. I would have leaned all the way to the Hawks to force a game 7. We didn't even get a chance to see Levon Minella, who went tomorrow. Fastball swung on, grounded to first. Yamakawa fields it. He does a ground out 3-1 to end the inning. And now the Hawks are down to their final at bat. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left in the inning. We're going to have a pitching change. We'll be back in just a couple moments. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be Kohei Morihara on the mound here for those. He will try to seal the deal here in the 9th. And he is going to be slated to face the 8. Well, check that. He's supposed to be facing the top of the order in Shuto Imamiya and Yanagita. So he's going to again here. But they are down to the final 3 outs are the Hawks in their season, as it is the BayStars who are going to try to close this one out here tonight. So we're just finishing his warm-up tosses, and we'll be ready to get this one rolling in just a moment. After this game is done, we'll give you a full rundown, and then we'll call it a night ourselves, as it is pretty late here. 4 o'clock now on the Pacific Coast, 7:10 if you're on the East Coast, but truthfully, it's about an hour later than that because we did have daylight savings time come to an end last night, so all the clocks had shifted back an hour. But we do thank everybody who did come in to listen tonight, and those who listen live or on delay. This will be the final game, most likely, of the NPB season. So Morihara working into the windup. He kicks and delivers. The first pitch breaking ball delivered to Shuto. For a called strike, the count is 0-1. Struck out and grounded out in his 3 trips. As the pitch on the way as a fastball swung on, is popped up foul over on the third base side. But that is going to drift into the seats, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Shuto. Shuto 6 for 22 in the series. As the pitcher is ready to go here, as Morihara works himself into the windup. Here comes the offering. As the pitch is on the way, there's a fastball swung on, and it's lifted foul over the seats on the third base side. The count remains at 0-2. So still no balls and 2 strikes. Again, Morihara working into the windup. He kicks and delivers. Fastball misses down. Good stop there by the catcher, Tobashira. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shuto. Again, Morihara rocking into the windup. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded to Mackey. Throws to first. Shudo out by about 4 steps. And now there's 2 outs to go for a BayStar championship. Shudo's in the book for the first out. It's going to bring Kenta Imamiya to the plate. We're in the top of the 9th inning. And the Hawks are down to their last couple outs. So Imamiya tonight, who has had 3 hits in all of his trips to the plate, as he bats here. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on. It is taken on 1 hop by Maki. It looks like I'm watching a replay, as that was exactly the same ball that Shudo just hit. It's a ground out 4-3. He's gone for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Yuki Yanagita to the plate, who has been all the offense here tonight for the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks. So we are here in the Japan series, and it is going to be, if the Yokohama Ball Club can win, it'll be the first time since 1998. And the first pitch to Yanagita is a breaking ball that's taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. Last time they won it was over the Saitama Cebu Lions. There's a fastball swung on it. It's chopped foul over on the first base side. Count remains at 0-2. Last year, it was the Hanshin Tigers getting a victory over the Oryx Buffaloes. And now it is the Yokohama DeNA BayStars picking off their first championship. There's a fastball that misses upstairs. The count is 1-2 in 26 years. All they got to do is get one more out. Here comes the 1-2 to Yanagita. Pitch on the way. Split finger pitch, swung on and missed, and Yokohama is your 2024. Nobody left the board as the Hawks go in order here in the 9th. Your final score is Yokohama 11 and Fukuoka 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll come back and wrap this up, and we'll call it a night here, but we appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Your final score is BayStars 11, Hawks 2. We'll be back in just a few right after this. Welcome back, everybody. And Mike Miller says, congratulations to the BayStars. Indeed, it is. That is a BayStar victory. It's the back-to-back years that the Central League has won the championship. And now 3 of the last 4, as they have started to buck mud 2010. Well, the scoring tonight came early and often for the BayStars. It was a leadoff home run to start the second inning by Yoshi Satsugo. And then with 1 out, it was Yasutaka Tobashira who singled, followed by a double by Kaito Mori. After the pitcher, Unuki, struck out, up stepped with a single that brought home 2 runs to give the scoreline 3-0 to the BayStars. BayStars added to their lead after a couple out, and Kaito Mori home Maki with the 4th run of the game. Well, Fukuoka cut that lead in half in the 4th inning. A leadoff single by Kenta Imamiya and a 2-run shot off the bat of Yuki Yanagita, and that snapped a 29-inning drought of no runs being scored by the Hawks. Well, that was all she wrote, because in the fifth inning, board as they sent 11 to the plate. After one out, it was a single by Tobashara brought home the first run of the inning. Then Kajiwara singled home a couple of more. After a lineout by Maki, actually Kuwahara brought in one run. After Maki lined out, it was Tyler Austin hit by a pitch. He brought home a run. And then Yoshi Satsuga with his second big blow of the night. A double off the wall in left center field brought home 3 runs. And then it was Toshiro Miyazaki smacking a double to bring home Satsugo, and that iced the cake, as that was your 11th run of the game, and that's where it ended 11-2. Appreciate everybody once again for jumping in with us tonight. Everybody who popped in, we're going to try to call some of that Premier 12 stuff that's going to come up in another week or so's time. The games are being hosted in Mexico, Japan, and I believe in Taiwan. So the Japanese are sending quite a strong team, and so we're kind of keen to be able to watch a little bit of that. But once again, everybody who jumped in here tonight, Chris, Hamburger Steak, our Filipino friend, Mike Miller, our friend KTWOA, I forget how you say that, Bear Liar Productions, not to mention Lance Jenkinson, as well as Mike Del Peralta, our friend Ken, who's always around, Marissa Husband, and not to mention at the beginning of the night also H, and also our friend Damian Shin. All right, everybody, you guys have a great night. We'll catch you again. Look, Premier 12. We're looking forward to calling some of the games in that series. Hope you all